Debbie, 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 Nasu Debbie, Peppa da Bang. Debbie, 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 Nasu Debbie, Peppa da Bang. Ghana for there are some so I say Winty. Obi Bedi my tem, but some things need to be said in 10 Kaniwu, let it out of the basket, Kenten. Let's start with religion and these big ass churches. Pastors more paid than teachers and nurses. How the preachers they afford these big benches and nobody questions it from the pews and the benches. Hey. Education getting poorer at a higher price. Less quality teachers and more strikes. Students know the land, trip all night. These views might be leftist, but it's alright. Election time, politics by these novices may empty their wallets and give us empty promises. How can I trust you when you say what you don't do? I vote for you, you work for me, that's the cold truth. Judgment debts, G that reports. I will get into this thing. Debbie, Nansu Debbie, Peppa da Bang. Debbie, Nansu Debbie, Peppa da Bang. One day you go be, one day you go be. But when one day go come, one day you go be, one day you go be. But when one day go come, they say the only time parliamentarians they agree is when they talk about raising their own salaries. The only time Kotigo gets bribe from me is February 20 and never. With the Meboa. She has had traffic problems, oh yeah. So I know they bought why they had to build a mall there. Congestion is vexing, so the horns blare. La Fire is rampant, all of we slay. To each his own, me I'm not a saint here. I hope every radio station hears me real clear. It's a moon on the door, so too much loose talk, no fact checking. This be news, oh. More beauty pageants and award shows. Why we have so damn many, only God knows. Nothing ever starts on time. Insanity. We need to step a game up, improve quality. And I came here to murder mediocrity. Sorry, I don't even start here. Debbie, Nasu Debbie, Peppa da Bang. Debbie, Nasu Debbie, Peppa da Bang. One day you go be, one day you go be. But when one day go come, one day you go be, one day you go be. But when one day go come, yeah, I've noticed there's child lies in showbiz. More hocus pocus, so bogus. More scoundoggery from promoters. This will not make me popular. Charlie, I know this. Ghana wants to be internationally heard, or so I hear. But we cheat and don't treat each other fair. Chris Brown got paid an arm and a leg. Good for him. But you want to pay me peanuts? That's absurd. I know there are levels to make sense. Doesn't help, we making songs that don't make sense. Kindergarten raps and corny punchlines. And most tracks sound so horny most times. On the bright side, we get potential intense. We need to work harder, it's essential for the win. We can't think critique, it's taboo or a sin. I wrote this out of love, sincerely yours, M. Vim. More things are fit to talk, but one day go be, huh? Debbie, Nansu Debbie, Peppa da Bang. Debbie, Nansu Debbie, Peppa da Bang. One day you go be, one day you go be. But when one day go come, one day you go be, one day you go be. But when one day go come.
Take over.
Can you hear me now? Yeah, shout out to everybody. Nana Hosene, Nyako Hansen, and Obaya, and everybody listening. Hopefully you can hear me. My mic was misbehaved. I think it's something to do with my internet browser. But we move. I am very sorry. Last week I got home very late and I was so tired I had prepared nothing. Thanks to my um thanks to my job. Not I went to the office into Charlie the traffic at me 2 months and I'm about to do when I got home it was pretty late and I couldn't do it. So I'm very sorry about that. If I knew ahead of time, maybe I could have just put it on my Facebook. But I go home around 8 and it was quite late. It's more fun, Chemi. Yeah. But, um, and also, yeah, bear tidbits, Kaka. There's a lot of things in the news. A lot of a friend is saying stories that are quite interesting that we can talk about. And, the best that I think I have one that we can listen to right now. Let me see. See, maybe I said, let me see.
Just a quick word from our sponsor. What's up, y'all? This is Chase Rice hanging outdoors with an ice cold.
Give me a minute. Let me see. Let me stop sharing and get the commercial out of the way. And Sana, my boy. But it's good news. At least things are changing. Kakran kakra. With all this noise that we are making. Man, you know said nobody is watching. People are really watching. And when we meet up and start talking about the country, they will realize I mean, people are really interested about the country. This is like unlike the old days. All the media was being controlled by whoever was in power. So saying because of social media, news and yet we are not waiting for GBC to confirm. Oh, bystander no John or between the phone, no, I record it now. They are to Facebook and now Instagram and now WhatsApp, one of those social media now in Ayati. It's the terrain is changing, and I think the government is slowly becoming aware. Mokaya, I think a couple of months ago, we were talking about Akufo-Addo, Mr. Akufo-Addo, the president, increasing on only pay by 79%. And at the same time, now teachers who were agitating for a pay increase because everything has gone up. They were agitating for I think about say 15 or 20% increment in their pay. And the president said we couldn't afford it. So he gave them 4% increment. After everything was increased, after fuel was increased, everything was increased, gave them 4%. And Oman who 79%. And then we started complaining. I mean, some of us, some of your way, you should. And today on my way to work, I was listening to the news and I heard said Akufo-Addo has referred. First of all, while he's danced back to his own music, and I say he's going to retract. Asam no kind. Right now he's not gonna increase his pay anymore. And the pay, I mean, some say increase actually the pay he had so far now. I think he's going to return the difference, which according to Joy FM online is about 237,000, no, 238,000 Ghana cedis into, we're returning it back. As to where the money is going to go, that's what I knew. And these people are going to use them. But the gesture is good. Gesture now, just say, the president is listening. It's good. The only thing he's not listening to, your friend is saying, but the only thing he's not listening to, the only, the only thing he's not listening to, I hear you. Yeah, it's very fun. It's something to consider. You return the difference because of what happened in Guinea. And it happened with Guinea, and we are going to talk about it today. I think it's a factor because that happened about less than a week ago, right? That returning Sikana. That says a lot. It says a lot. But when we say I feel that I think Joy News is doing something exciting. Let me play this.
President Akufo-Addo has returned GHC 237,974, being the salary increment granted to him from January to August this year. The funds paid into the pensions and salaries account of the Controller and Accountant General's Department is in fulfillment of his pledge during this year's May Day celebration not to raise his salary, that of the Vice President, ministers, and their deputies, and other government appointments. The measure is to minimize the negative impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on Ghana's public finance. This was disclosed in Accra on Tuesday by Mr. Eugene Arhin, Director of Communications at the Presidency, at the weekly Jubilee House press briefing. Mr. Arhin explained that when the President received his accrued... Just a quick word from our sponsor.
Oh, quick word for your sponsor.
Harris Cherokee Valley River Casino and Hotel. From the thrilling yet
commercial. I know why we should.
Resort at Harris Cherokee Casino Resort in Cherokee, North Carolina. These destinations will brighten your day and light up your night.
Must be 21 years of age or older to enter the casino floor and to gamble and must present a valid state or federal photo ID upon request. Know when to stop before you start. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700. Enterprise of the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians.
Salary for the period. He noticed that the directive to freeze increments on his pay for 2021 had not been enforced, thus, leading by example, he wrote a check on September 2nd, 2021 to cover the increments on his salary to reflect the decision he took to reduce the stress on the public purse. The salary increments were those proposed by the Professor Ya and Tiamoa Baidu-led Presidential Committee on Emolument. But the President had pledged to freeze salary increments for the executive well before the committee approved salary adjustments for Article 71 office holders. Mr. Arhin said other appointees of state, including the Vice President, were all to refund the difference that they have received. He said the Chief of Staff, Madam Akasua Frima Oseo Pare, had communicated the directive to all ministers, deputy ministers, and staff at the presidency. Just a quick word from our sponsor.
It's time to
every 2 minutes we have a quick word from your sponsor. Or at least, we know what you're talking about. And the president said, even before salary increment, and he had already made up his mind. Say he was going to cut down his salary. Now, because of the COVID, what we're going through, the COVID period, and he was going to cut up because the whole Ghana was going through austerity. So he was also going to cut. Or be trying, your kind of friend is saying, or betting the pay so kakra. I don't know, and yet, and you say, be a Guinea in Tiasene, Yako Hansen, what's in the pay? So that's some kind of good news. Good news. Another news I was looking for, me keyboard no is misbehaving. Another news, Anna, me pese I wanted a short video of that because most of the videos I'm seeing it's a very very long. They are very long ones. I mean, go home. Maybe I'll see a headline. Another one I'm making. You guys remember about Jet? Yeah, your president, a current said or the Kojibusian of France. I don't know whether you remember. Like your credit won't come over kakra say, whether it was good that he did it or not. And once again, there has been another development on that issue. So I'm Ukrainian can but there's been another development on that issue. And former President Mama also called thank you talk. Our Bronga Hafo. And during the tour, no, it could be a question about how the election went the last time. And or say in trying to answer the question, will you sue the term do or die? The do or die comment, about the issue, and I think that is something that is also open for our conversation today. And the amount of crime that is going on in Ghana, that's something also that we'll be open to talk about. And then we find 4 subjects never tackle. Until I just open it up for a discussion. I'm in fact invitation into her mama. Patrick, everybody who wants to join in, can join in. That yeah, discuss it. I think I'll have to plan my programs like I did it before for maybe during the weekend. So maybe next Thursday we can have a proper program. Charlie, time is becoming a constraint right now, and it's something that I need to manage my time a little bit much better so that I can bring people on for us to have a discussion. Because me per se, I really want us to talk about agriculture, because youth unemployment and the BI accounts and agriculture is one of the big things that it's easy to set up. It doesn't need so much money to set people up, and we talk about that one too. Second one, I think this one was very, very funny. Last year, and I'm a kind news with APA News. I don't know. I think we're going to send him a link. And the discussion was said, Ghana 4 judges now, Ghana no Mushan rig no Mushan. It's a remnants of the colonial ruler happening with almost all of Africa. Abrofun be dias no mo chere say we are judge or say we share week ne sa no manema. Now the way Ghana courts cry conditions ni ho no. People thought that it was just ridiculous for our judges dressing that way. They have to wear suit, a complete suit with tie underneath, and wear a big gown over it. And they will put that blonde wig on. It's like mimicking a white person, and it doesn't really all go well for. It doesn't all go well for. You're welcome, and how was it?
That's it.
My mommy pray I'm to me at us.
Martin.
It doesn't really all go well for a like a black independent country like Ghana. Our judges should at least 7%. If you want to have some kind of uniform, you can think of something a bit more traditional that fits Nananum, so that we can, And they thought, say, anytime Anytime I been any attorney general or you're young guy, he's a bit more than they might try and change that. But look as if say it's not going to happen because and they went to City News and this is the Chief Justice remind judges, magistrates to wear wigs and gown. Also, okay, more wigs no more gown, or more bedroom, or more family, no more shana. Who here pa? Because to look like an authority, you have to wear blonde hair and have some kind of gown on. Oh, I said, choir master, or you're blonde. And more look more more like an authority than just to wear with front to man or just the suit. But that's what it is. It's I think I don't know whether I've covered it all. Now can me pay a black one. Hey, let me see how long this is. 3 months ago now, 3 or 4 months ago now, black up a car jet in what I'm say. But the president are behind jet. Now, and Chebia so Wasamba say, I think last week, President Asako behind jet. Let's listen to this. Hopefully, this is it. Intian Sana, you start commenting. So lend me your ears for a little bit.
Adema this year one of them Ura Samuel will could get to a block. What pain I bet you just say Ghana man penny Adanko for the Sabi Manus Seminaso, Sabi previous. Now swear by Resa Mason, or can't reach any with you. Man penny was a one of the free banner. Man penny we am was oh my was a man penny to find area. Look any German. I do play our dear corner. Yeah, Musha pay. Yeah, which we say about tennis bone in our womb. And no man paying the coin. I don't read about Kubiano. And you 14,000 euros per hour. And took a canning album 2 4 a word beyond 3.46 million Ghana cedis. And I'm paying a will be man. And I bet Naha, meaning another year. I don't pay money to me. Yeah, what did you say? You now, I say, I fear and I will put your top block of Korea. I don't go to my ship of your friend who said, Man, paying to coin equal of France, Belgium. South Africa, and in the kick home. I'm more for every player. Yes, no. Just say, what you play ye, and I just say, you boom pay woman. I know they take out to someone from myself, and I'm a peninsula, the kira at 20 the whole banner also. I'm a sabi pleno, and who some quabe play. Was one for the some so Dominic Nitiku. Every year, no say, I'm a penina. About one woman was in and Sabi, I was here so one was so cacra. Young Timmy, I almost say, yeah, be player. Bana de head said double butukus yasono. You do make them go come and kind of saying. And to my penny castle be garu, I don't think I root premium to. I may want some be by my Ghana this year. You are cooking us any basana, send somewhere your bruise, so then it was all my penina such a man penina can one free so. Some man penina such a you one queen one free so. And no could you tablet question Musa, and then you are going to man penny to call UK any Germany no. Was some coffee be playing. What coffee be playing? A year 14,000 euros per hour. Ah, man, penny. Adding. Yes, I know Kaba Ghana, I say 3.46 million Ghana cedis. But penny, one penny, and to put your table question, say, was some family motion. I dare to speak and so penny. When the finance minister was so very young, maybe buy a back and ya bro so uncle Siagan, when you're Ghana for and find Sarasa. Yeah, my name question some penny. A boss I was saying, so no Sikabu that a conference come every no. Second so penny born no Pisca Cracker branch. When you brought up an young so now your name Papa Jonathan and Church and Chris as a young commodity. I know and Kayamaju. Ayo, I was out over the booking, and delay no. I had the airborne cacra. What your best say, if I telephone now, I can feel radio no cacra. Now you know Tiankayamaju. Yeah, many of them, sir. I was say, Wajians, not delay cacra, more penny. I mean, I must see a party, say. North Tom Rashabe, some of your tablock, as I bet you just say. And then we are man penny to Panya, UK, any Germany. No, I prefer. aeroplane a one na pay ye 14,000 euros na just say 3.46 million. Ye di ka ba kan ne nko e na we so nko just say ba ye kan ye no wo mampanyini wa mua e na wasa tu sa na mo wi. Enti sabe ade mampanyini ye ye e ye ne kwan so ano no.
Maminchio, Henry, Minsentia, Ethiophonina. I didn't even try. Hi.
Yeah, it's I was looking for a video and explaining kakra because ukofa jet na okuja to explaining che say new jet na ukofa they were thinking say ABR the friend is saying the presidential jet might have been in repairs and Abibisa, but apparently the other jet was busy. The presidential jet was busy, going around. He went to France, he went to say, Tanzania or some places like that. So the plane was actually working, but he decided, said no, he was going to rent another plane. And I wanted to play you. So we're there, no boy, 14K pay. First one, yes, first one, I think not no boy, yeah. Over 14K there. Say first one, and now you complain. Don't say first one on the board. I think the first one was around 19K or something, 17K. It's the same. No, got to some more cheaper one. Kakra, so 200 cheap. This one was a little bit cheaper than the other one. Until we said back on Boka say 8 million. Now we were Boka and Boka saying. And now we were Boka say 3 million or say 3.5 million. I see we there. Any problem. Now, mama should do or die, and I make sure nanka. So I think I've got the I think I've got the when he was trying to explain what he meant by that, my
Okay. Over Africa, your proverbs, you sure. And you can't want some young country in the straight format. Also, you're the best and the
Let me share this again because I think I sound the name. Me too.
Okay. Over Africa, your proverbs, you sure. And you can't want some young country in the straight format. Also, you're the best and the in English, your idiomatic expressions. Sure. School in terms of idiomatic expressions that I say. Do or die means a critical assignment you have, and you must do the needful or perish. And so you must do the needful. I say, make us say, and this is me and train and go Supreme Court. There was here a police station and a police center. I was here, and so I don't retract. The next election for NDC is going to be a do or die affair. So you do the right thing. You must do the right thing at the polling station.
So he said that's what he meant. Okay, do or die. No. On bench, I said, Kuku. So listen to this one very quick now. For the start
a rape of public purse over a decision to fly a private jet on his recent trip abroad when the official presidential jet could have made the same trip. The ranking member on the Foreign Affairs Committee says his checks revealed the trip, which could cost about 3 million cedis, smacks of insensitivity at a time that a country is going through austerity. Mr. Ablakwa has been speaking with Kwesi Parker-Wilson.
As people are struggling, there's massive economic hardship. We have a presidential jet, which was purchased by President Kufuor, the Falcon. It is in good shape. The Falcon could have taken the president to France, but the president decided to charter a top of the range, the ACJ 320 Neo, which is like a wonder in aviation sector because ordinarily it can take 150 passengers. But this particular ACJ 320 Neo, and if you go on the Airbus website, they project this as the most outstanding in terms of their luxurious fleet. The president and the Ghanaian government went to charter this flight from Acropolis Aviation, who are the owners who manage this flight. And for an hour, we paid £15,000 approximately. The president flew from Accra to Paris, from Paris to Johannesburg, Johannesburg to Accra, 23 hours. And our conservative estimate is that the president spent about £345,000. Now, at today's estimate, this £345,000 works out to some 2.8 million Ghana cedis for just 23 hours. 2.8 million Ghana cedis. When the president had so many other options, if the president doesn't want to use the Falcon, right at this UK-based Acropolis Aviation, they have other modest chartered options, even with bigger capacity, more than 17 people, which the president could have opted for. The president had gone for the top of the range, the most luxurious aircraft that has ever been put together by Airbus. So this is clear profligacy.
You accuse the president of profligacy?
Naked and blatant profligacy. This is a president who is insensitive to the plight of the general. Look, this is a time that the youth are agitating. Fix the country now movement is all over. It's been trending for weeks. The youth of this country are up in arms. Lack of opportunity. Every sector is in a mess. I've been following your morning show, the revelations about free SHS.
The free SHS, right?
I mean, head teachers are not getting their releases. We can't find supplies. We don't even have furniture. No textbooks. For more than 2 years now, we can't buy textbooks for our students. And then you spend 2.8 million cedis in just 23 hours. This is an outrage. This is a total betrayal from a president who assured us that he's coming to protect the public purse. Is this how you protect the public purse? When you have options, the president was under no obligation. And look at the irony. You are going to beg for debt forgiveness. The people you are going to beg for debt forgiveness from, do they live like this? Do they travel with such opulence, with such obscene extravagance? They don't. We are not angry enough in this country and against such blatant disregard for the taxpayer. Ask yourself, if Ghana was President Akufo-Addo's company, private company, would he blow 2.8 million cedis in just 23 hours in this manner? So this is totally outrageous.
All right. Okay. It's, Luis, you might have to turn your camera on. Why? Nah. Unless you have a very good reason not to, and then not typing at me because I like to.
We need break.
See who I'm talking to. Yeah. Yeah, Nana, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Welcome from Ghana. Still, as an ice in that soon. That's all fresh. Oh, freshness now, but.
But that's it. Easy.
So,
Sorry.
So that's what we have today. I think your the story of Wicks, you know.
Yeah.
I said
Judges
no be answer the rig. Oh, bar for rig ne cloak ne bra. Now the story of a new private jet and an asakwa currency. And I will do or die affair. The next election should be do or die affair.
Right.
And I think the last one was say Akufo-Addo say what you say.
The Niskaba.
Ni pay no. Ne what you money so far or the about. But I think when you listen to the Ukai article ni or say now I am arguing so Betty pay no so for this year. Dada. Enti nye Guinea and na nyako say Guinness ni Guinness or Guinea no could tell ni say na ama ni machine say on fa ni pay and Sambra because Ghana phone tell as
yeah.
But no so no why not doing that.
You can one by one. Some start with rig or some start with no.
Anywhere you can start from. Yeah.
Okay. Mama start with Nana Nodo. Oye young president Nana Akufo-Addo. Oye on the May, right? 1st May. No, Obakade on to Ibiana Kuchim. The on to Ibiana Kuchim, Biatasi. By ye kuhwehwem no what na kotem before abakada on to na kotem. Am I right? Yeah. And see how many months here wa twasa. Also huni there what is can be akan na niska
well
and see the teachers worry there on my opinion and I'm for they don't know on time na. My question
I said the then there now what you but because on feel say on one pay crown like all those say yakase ya two pay no but corona nintin on one pay crown no on what so dada so se see no ko hu say no say pay no o matua no be 1 year in arrears o montumu dia no mu di tia
nana yenye mboframa yenye class 1 class 2 boys and girls were emany atasa eji pay ehun da ji pay no wakasa chodo wo pay no kosoro a eti man kofun pa bo wonyim teachers abo wonyim obey meeting Ghana for year kasa face the country for year kasa next and there I feel ehun there as an refer to wo pay no ma it's lies sorry to say oya kwefisam
but in his defense once as a president well normal expenditure once a normal person like you and I every Friday be I check your accounts
matters
because I know they bob bra on a daily basis
matters
but for president and no they bob bra for the daily basis
yeah
so
nana metwase
2 years na drink course
kwame metwase but enkofu ye dede atum 70% oda ho ba ho do na check enye nkofo to da oye no kola na oye no kola ana moboa
true
yeah nti for so many months I've been abakade sekana afi na ehua and moya me ya osun there na no ombunyen pedede first the country for year and Ghana for year and cha umpo na order for press conference solve that mass me there upon chow won fancham na minyim amadama wa be the chief no wa be da mass mo za chain ombunyen nti say ibi de kede o gini fun won azia ibi abajatu tatase because onsi ya nchem famba nti nana nyempe Nana Akufo-Addo ombunyen ebi no kana asem no ofi de wenye niska no lizi no nam Ghana dam na adwene yen ofi de when na otena na no ho otena ne dem na obu na mensi ombunyen sebio say bibi si wo man mu mpo very important there ewu abama mu mpa na akofo do mba out maka sanche nyende owu olukodi ana efu wiazi when day onka just on fan of she in fan wo a man in fact yezi yo kapapa name yezi
Enti
ya
oba so che say unjin di say na onim.
to ami na na honze oya kwhwisam to ami
So what would change his mind? So onim dada. I don't know after the was sanadre.
ami postela ampo mu do oya fixing I guess wa keke still utiama then ami because
Oh,
ebi be obeye ku ana ebi be kede de ntina wa shida was da ma azene ba quick azene ba ku ni si Sunday Monday na da ma ni be oba quick nti maybe aba kende esulu because mo owo ken guinea one or 2% now about 79%. Those no times 10 nti osulu then na makan osulu yemfa ohwo no ntwere wo na mambra me papa no na mu nuanom na menso no na judge funu wondo nyan abrofo no wo be chende ye wo so ye wege ebe ko mu mpananse won so wege bio am ye wa abrochira ade ye nyima orkodo ekolende dem pa won so ye wege mpa bio enyina ye hu mo orkodo wo social media no tv do na azi nso open Ghana
London the higher court no mda so rig no.
yeah by on today nyan de ye share so ye wege ne ode yesesa yentu bi ensesa yenkana funtum ensesa menyinyi na na yenyim yentu ensesa nti America yim na da ma young guy ya wa be opa fa new strategy bi na wasesa nzemam because na say why attractive mmesafo mpo wore ye judges no onye lawyers why fekeke oye fe da ekọ bu na yes yeah, be say not in a way. Una ahofia. The wasam could name a bona yeah, obizamo anonzimo. In fact, one day. No, yeah, 1963 box iron head and a wash your shit.
Oh, it's but well, I mean they make the argument say
so once the same part, I'm a black and white when you for different calambra. No one would taste.
a substantial suit to us you complete suit.
Look at this. If you take organic, if you take a shadamazi, nti abba said you know about both of them.
So this is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's up where appeal courts and Supreme Court judges. Some a heavy one part. Now I'm so I read.
And can you imagine? As you saw was she one ton of Ghana or Chris Abuchino was she?
I read in the Omokra, but
what Chris Abuchino was she? And she's scanner a catch you Abuchi, and so as them on back. Skip me again if you go over so Abuchi, says them on back.
It's Reagan and your own. There is a British judges, something that they carried over from maybe the 17th or 16th century.
Yeah, you know was
and so almost tradition to say in Ghana, you go so frown to mana, you can say a tradition.
And what of one friend tomorrow?
Because before your coach and your superior.
You know, coach, I didn't for Chiendo. Yes, I found that. Why does it been a coach as a Chiendo still?
Yeah, really.
Yeah, that's the other found. Still, Chiendo. Oh, yeah, Kwame, are you serious? Oh, you're so serious. Oh, you're so
easy. Where the mood, I would say. I said winter hat.
When can that slow little ebe feel it.
Cover was soon all the way.
Was nti mu there. This is abrofono or snow no start a lot no. Why share dama your couple when I phone and when you're home. Where free.
So Attorney General, I remind you be as Australia, Obejuma, come with you because as I say, judges no.
Very
complain. They say, it is almost farmer. No, I'm more.
Very when we pronounce them, they're very brilliant. Even I it's them. So that Krajuna knows a good one.
They say Ubi Ubejuma, so for Ogan, Ogan, bra.
This time, other Ghana, you're friend to me for price. Then you get a cake rig in it, a cake suit in it. Okay, into one of the man. Now one for Ghana design can take one from pump coating. You kita Ghana yi na yɛdze yɛ hwɛ ɛba America yi a ɔfa no Joe Biden no nkɔfi ai na wɔgyi ga ɛbɛn wɔdze wɔdze kente gu wɔn kɔm wɔn po wɔyɛ akɔfi o ɛbɛn wɔnya wɔdze kente gu wɔn kɔm na hinya yɛ one sɛ ɛhu de kente no gu wɔn kɔm pɛn akyɛ wɔyɛ serious ɛhu wɔkyi yɛn ɛhu na wabɔ hɔ pɛ ɔbɛyɛ debate na kente no gu wɔn kɔm pɛn akyɛ hinya yɛ andwene yɛ kor
Tekromal graduate crack Kentenana.
Kentena, high in a Kentena, because we go school be a Mazama one. Mo school a Bankasa magic contract, me yam one.
Okay.
Yeah,
now what about private jets? No, and I know we can last.
No, Papa, I honor them the best in some. A boyfriend wants some. No, I no.
Do or die.
Do or die. Hey, two letter, and another. But that's some of I mean, one day, only ginger and fans, right? No so pay. Since I know what to aba. Nangasana party no about to aba. And the party no there, Papa, or no suffer. The I French and young French. It is so old grand share on to Balangasana party pune, or member ye pain or the ginger and the party members. Party in power often so serious because our power or they yejuma for trust, right? Or they yejuma for trust. Or in a quarter chance and more, either man, I would be a opposition or chosen because opposition on Lucio. And Coffin or Bacasaka, but on Lucy, but I wouldn't in a quarter two, baby. No, why you don't put in your Bunaka train, Nate.
If you won't believe it, say, I'm out for say, as someone can what I say, do or die in a baby, and say, are there one ya over boca or what I say.
Yeah.
Say, okay, na so okay, some nipa antiasia, and I say, okay, some no be fun wrongly. Say, no answer what patch on anka, a Twitter. I know some patch.
Patch behind because okay, we are them. Okay, we what's in there? A big kebi, the all die be die. If Sophie Bian can't the all die be die in Churchilum.
So all die be die, will be you.
Yes, and to do or die, so the same thing. And to say, yeah, all die, there will be you, maybe you could do or die. Then I won't find to know on young Ghana.
Oh, but I said, I quite that do die all die be die. Yeah, man, I swan now.
In China, now I'm up at you, and our patch out.
There we are patch out there, but I said, criticizing.
It's yes, criticizing in India, no patch of ya. I'm a Casas. On one patch of I don't be patch out. I'm no chahadi. So patch out nti e force mahama so apachaw because government in power I will not there how I will not there yet to me ejuma onye e bi oti no from no there kaka hon Ghana me hu there na me is fachem me hu that asofo na wo say Ghana
Samuel.
yes asofo na wo say Ghana because praise the sofo anamata the sofo entum ka nche ende e bi ka asem na e keke bia e ya anyen
Oh, sir, or say hospitals 111.
mhm
Wow, so one test say BC hospital 111. Na ayen say no cre. Now we be hospital. Why?
baby name onye no kwa papa na nkasa kasa na we si hospital orugbo ya anu bia
Right.
okay nti papa na nkasa onje agye no there na nakofa do bia how many hospital na we si
Oh, on see be there, but also be 111. So if you have a problem with 111, say
yeah
we are nsemu.
akofa do na nkasa na one ilo kita was by also be si 36 we si also the sabodo obesi 8 we si
No, see 88.
there be 8 or another 8 or
Okay.
we if another 8 or and so all by 88 we si so about 111 ebe kwame
We agenda 111.
kwame
Please, maybe if you add the 88, the 8, and the 36, do we come to 111?
no
Oh, it's okay. I'm going back on mute.
It's a verbrosa.
it's wala kwame wala ewo we wo ho ti ewo we wo ho na promise we
Number 124.
yes I promise we that I feel yes min kotenzi moto for from as am na pam na wa efe I feel osim na nto the next I feel so I promise be and totamen the next I promise we back hey my friend stop more my last one answer my sister ba we games bi na games we a democracy pa into hotel o nyina wa ayema beteni hotel o kromu nya ayema papa bi wechi mo onye hotel sister ma onye hotel no onye woke share one hotel na wakade waka one room peno into the wonya so by the same time and woke went to boom when nyina waje one room into wonya madam pakrodo she be say no do one no kogware first obe na odi be sheeting odi cha mpanim na bia da afa na afa be say no do say o hwere nche be ni obo pro na kakra ba ka hello be yi na nka hwe be ni susuro na won nyina woda ho ma adechi na wo so kwa hwe tennis former tennis ball ball na wo park wo na mo fama wo bo tennis na wo bo tennis mo ko to wo bi nechi papa no so do kwa kofo wo na we ke tennis aba na be se ne twene se ne fom be it ka samo to wo mpe ntumi nhuru na wo na it ka samo to we ntumi nhuru na ekoko wo le tintintin o ma tinafom na asampo okay e baby okotwa ahomum akọ tiala won fa pikas mpo won fa mbo financial mpo
Me, I think what worries me about hospitals here, we have about 10 to 20 hospitals. We need just about 10% to complete them. And no, the yes here we cry see me. Niaka kami we cry see and to us.
Yes, yeah,
We see brand new 111 or 100 million, but could be we see 60 million.
By on advochi contractor from we so one will be some 1 year 1 year man can put won we as one put if he egwado atasa into why the soft one
I think sir
and enough no for there one triado, Nasan trade muma yanyan. Why don't on Canada?
Right.
Yeah, it's name. Why isn't Papa?
Yeah.
Some brand, Yansha, how far?
Well, sorry, Kakao.
I was
So,
talking to
but I mean, I think say ni pay na or see utia back in the I mean, it's a good thing.
yeah, or a
Say,
good, but or then Nankasa Bakasa. Because Ghana be a hot. So Nankasa Bakasa, and go for Beginese. And other Nankasa, your own Akukudu, or Bakasa.
right.
Motion all Konuto ya. Maybe also Okakuta, Momoko, as a why is also into Munchum because I am Grassman. When to me,
Right.
more than. And see, I don't know there. Say, Nima Akufa the Nankasa or Ghana, Yamin, quite serious. On Fana San cars in a way. On as I was second on we, what you pray more land ya, no, so no, obviously football pitch, and I'm
Oh, I need to maintain mum. I've not heard about that one.
the from the Bona door. It's very nice pitch. No, assassin or baby or baby one. They are on class assassin. Nti ɔdze no bibia na adze ko na asɛe nti na me mbɔfra ma dwen dɛ mususu dɛ nkyɛ ɔmpa mahama kyɛw dɛ ma mekɛɛ phone na ɔnyɛ nokwar
You know,
na
said that's not going to be
yeah
possible.
ɔno yɛ mmɔfra ma dwen because mu dɛ ɔno sɛ ka bibia na adze na asɛe school yi a yɛleka ho asɛm yi mu nuanom kɔ bi wɔabɛtena fie for 8 days that's why I school bi o ne school no work on for 20 days and 28 days na wɔabɛ fie na kwa me de ne nyɛ yɛde sua adze a nkyɛ yɛbɛnya tiri is a move forward
Debbie.
Oh,
I think school is a matter of I think Ghana this year no there was a little I think that there was a little famine because what I hear and say once I come from Bono region they do a lot of poultry
yeah
like a lot of chicken and eggs I do Ghana that's where it's from and they were complaining say a brew has been a problem a brew which they used to buy for about 90 Ghana cedis time and now they are buying for 400
right
yeah, so they can't feed the students. Into the students and then some brief, you know.
nti time na wɔka kyerɛ education minister dɛ eziban no ha is no so obeza akɔhwɛ dɛ ɔnyɛ nokware I don't know name
Anyway, hey Obaya Asanya Bantino.
Obaya continue
Obaya, you're welcome. Formally.
I am having audio issues though.
But yeah, we can hear you.
I'm going inside because outside, I think I have too many issues.
But it's a nice day out there. Yeah, let me hear say.
Obaya for inside
But I think it's a very, very nice day outside or more.
in fact kakra I don't know me dey there or and then in fact bɛyɛ 1 hour ɔyɛ yeah oh maybe na nkyɛ bɔbɔ laptop no do man ɔyɛ me issue paa
Essay.
Laptop ba wɔmia ne laptop no ɔdze kyɛ
I mean, it's something we can. All right. About Subira, you can bring it up.
Right.
I mean,
Makara Momo, even a show plus in soon.
Me Sanka, so bit once and now, mamma.
By Muriam, Momo, direct in the Mitima, Mazama WhatsApp and other visitor.
Okay. I only me WhatsApp number one.
In your WhatsApp number. See, after that,
yeah. Very much.
Oh, the my sister still on by.
Into hold on,
Oh,
my
but more.
Oh, and
Sorry, I was stuffing my face.
okay.
no problem. It's understandable.
Oh, Kwame, I have a question
Go
I
ahead.
want to discuss today. I beg. A topic I want to discuss today. I beg.
Go ahead.
One teacher, one laptop.
I have it right here.
Please, we must discuss.
Let me do a 3 minutes so that people will know what it's all about, and then we can discuss it. Give me 1 minute. I think Nana was also interested in that. 1 minute now.
Oh, great minds think alike.
So let's go.
Laptop baako de bɛkyerɛ deɛ ɔmanpanyin abɛdi akyire yɛwura bawomia na ɛkɔda adwumadie no adi asɛm sɛ da adwumadie no so ɛne sɛ ɔkyerɛkyerɛni baako laptop baako na aboa ama ɛnwoma hyehyɛeɛ no apagya deɛ yɛ papa ɛna aban no ɛka ho asɛm yɛde ma school sɛ yɛ aban dea ɛwɔ Ghana afanan nyinaa.
Omampanyin abediache Dr. Muhammad Bawumia ejina so editu dwa se omampanyin na adanko akufuado sa adwumade we ya wo mu edi no eyade a eda na koma so pa efisa teacher fo no ebetumi akire ade yie atumi aboa ma kwada wo oman Ghana mu atumi akọ omanimu a eya ade baako a ehia omampanyin na adanko akufuado pa efisa eboa ema enipa etumpon ewo oman Ghana mu na ofa akonya we so ada teacher fo mo Ghana ha nyina ase ewo atuhu acha honhom ene sacrifices ahodo a wo mo efam ede nchima ade ewo man Ghana mu no Nyankopon ebehira wo mu papaapa na saa adwumadie we ya wo mu edie eye one teacher one laptop no aban ebefa eka no oha mu enchichemu aduoso 70% na teacher ni no so no what ya 30% eye oha mu enchichemu aduasa eno so kra na ye mu abosome duminu eye afe baako se wobetumi ade atua.
Effective teaching and learning is critical to developing the human capacity for work, innovation and creativity. Necessary ingredients for capacity building. Teachers, as we all know, are the indispensable pillars to this necessary capacity building. And I take this opportunity, therefore, to commend and appreciate all teachers across the country for their dedication and sacrifice to the noble profession. Many of us here today are products of your sacrifice and can testify to your indispensable role in educating our children. Today's event further attests to the government's commitment to the cause of education. Under the One Teacher, One Laptop program, each teacher at every level of education, from kindergarten to senior high school, will receive a laptop. Under this program, government pays 70% of the cost of each laptop, while the teacher pays the remaining 30%. The laptop, however, becomes the personal property of the teacher and serves the benefit of providing a tool for developing the teacher's professional and personal capacity.
Nekwakra no ena Director General Emma Ghana Education Service Kwasi Opoku Amankwa so ede eto a teacher for no edimu se womo ebe yo mafam die bia se de be teacher ni bi o man Ghana mu no ne nsa ebetumi akabini titiri womo a womo ekirade e wo senior high school no ene yede womo ebe hwase.
Per the arrangement, government will provide laptop to every teacher in the public school from senior high school through junior high school, upper primary, lower primary, and to the KG. Your Excellency, the interesting thing is that the laptops and how we're going to put them to use will fall directly into your digitalization projects, which we know you are so passionate about. We will work to ensure that the laptops will be put to full use.
Okay, so there we go. I personally don't see any problem with that. Teachers want laptops. Government says I'll pay 70%. You pay 30% and it's yours. What's the problem? Obaya.
Nana Pacho, start I na.
Now that was it. I think that was it.
But which of the teachers, Nankasan, which teacher asked for this?
Well, the only thing I've heard teachers asking for in Ghana this year is pay increase. I've not heard anybody, asking for a laptop.
You okay?
So, with the laptops, are they also going to build school buildings? Are they going to provide desks? Are they going to provide chalkboards that work? Are they going to provide? Oh, Nana, don't shake your head. I beg. Are they going to also provide, very importantly, a power source to power up these and charge them overnight, at least, these laptops?
I mean, those things are like the hard issues. The laptop is the low hanging fruit. So that one is easy. Logistics is easy. They can just give it to teachers quick. And electricity there.
Internet vacant.
Thank you.
I think you are asking a bit too much. Internet, they're nobody. I don't think they can do that.
And the internet in town, they are sending a laptop now, they mom. And it's so much you so much chalkboard.
I mean, we don't know. They can, maybe they have a
what you before now, 1 July.
So what it is, and say, ABR. I don't know whether they're doing this. ABR. New syllabus. So, I mean, they've on my new syllabus, and they've not been able to print textbooks and stuff like that. It's, they can preload the laptop with the new syllabus. Maybe a teacher and says teacher ya boa mo akoto laptop. Now wa also do sika kakra to projector. Now, you can start, teaching the new syllabus, because at the moment they don't have textbooks for the new syllabus. It's, I think the laptop,
So the laptop that they were showing versus the laptop that they're going to hand out, are they going to upgrade the ones they're going to hand out? Because the one that they displayed there, and check Chromebook, Anna.
I said a Dell, Anna. A Chromebook there, and I just said they are seriously going to need the internet, because without internet, Chromebook doesn't work.
Me that I call electronics equipment. Me that's my MacBook. I've been locked out of it for almost a year now. Me. I'm not very good at computers though, but I was looking at the computer that they were displaying.
Now, budget is saying for that computers.
That's something we'll talk about later. Now,
because it's a free education there. I didn't a teacher, is 30% of.
I was driving slowly to that question. You there, you have room like that. So the people who are already not getting paid at all for some, not getting paid enough for majority. Now you are coming to give them something they didn't ask for and give them an additional bill.
Right. It's only 30%.
Say I know you're 30%, and on a new food bill.
But me, let me. I'm sure you're going to get to this, but let me bring this to the forefront. My problem is we've had a new syllabus for about 5 years. We don't have textbooks for the students. I think priority will be printing more textbooks.
Oh, Ninja textbooks is coming. That one is not on the president's hat. Today I see you people are intent on making me Nanado's
spokesperson. What beside they are Ghana? Am I for the amount? Ubisa one district, one factory, when your cathedral. And you know, Ubisa Facebook, your laptop.
Go good friend Paul.
Please, we are working in the future. Textbooks are a thing of the past. We have to look into the future.
I think it's a very, very serious issue. And
Kwame. One of the village school is at that. So that my laptop no over then when you access to internet or so one more internet please. Or your place visa.
Should be a mom.
Clearly, today, nothing Nana will do is going to be enough for you people. He has returned pay. He has gone down from $14,000, 14,000 euros and 19,000 euros an hour to 14,000 euros an hour. This one, it didn't even have a shower in it. He has downgraded.
This one has shower and a cinema.
Yeah.
And a cinema.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Accra is 14,000.
From 19,000 to actually 15,000.
Yeah. But
if you take the basic.
What was school village?
Oh, we don't have time. We don't have time for. See, I work in 2 years. So, they are big things. Next year, no election starts. We cannot come and be doing small projects.
One laptop.
Please, thank you.
We are breaking 8 hours.
Remember issue. Previous convention, watch a laptop for free. Now I'm not charge one of the schools. Me charge Honzo into Minya bi. Or you're free, or you're total free. Teachers in Kada on your papa. Most ono nemo was the bay ya. Ono was switching.
Oh.
Okay.
I don't know what he's trying to say. I don't know. I don't agree, but I don't know.
I am in kakra.
My hammer chair no you free. What's one pet? But he water 30%. What's a pay?
Oh, I think the teachers found out about one teacher, one laptop at the same time as the rest of the media found out.
No. I mean, my child or teachers in Nanya, by Miss one pet because of Mahamanu for intelligence. One pet.
Now, I didn't know I was here so almost signed the picture saying about it.
Oh my gosh.
That's a picture of cost more than laptop not more to talk.
But that's it.
Nana, I beg.
Very,
You are acting like you were in this country. Oh, no, not Nanampo. Brian, you were acting like you weren't in this country with us when people had to wait on their check because a name was not on it. Their stimulus check that they were starving. Oh, they had to wait. The picture there, he hasn't done much. He hasn't done much.
See, 1 minute now.
What is this?
For Kro DA Primary School in the Asin South District of the Central Region. The unstable classroom block, which was constructed by the community members as far back as 1961, has not seen any renovation by the government. The classroom block remained in a bad shape until it could no longer host teachers and pupils. In addition, stage 6 pupils now study under trees because of the poor state of their classroom blocks. A Get Fund classroom project, which was started under former President Kufuor's era, is still not completed. Teachers tell us teaching under such conditions is challenging.
We have tried as much as possible to talk.
Don't worry, why are you complaining? You have a laptop, eh? These people are very, very ungrateful.
Classroom, style no come with them no. Better things our classroom we. Ghana when they come there say nkosia crowd nkosia free sunyan e ko nkran ho. Nkosia be ko could do safe. But all the nipa free sunyan ɛkɔ nkran ɛnuru nipa ne nduru ada na ɛte sa.
But I don't know where this policy came from. And like normally when especially this government, like they're a big show off when they are rolling out something like that. We get a wind of it about a year or two before. Nobody who did that as an about, but this kind of came very quickly because this week the people that senior high school people now, Muku school now, they were supposed to be there for 2 months. They were, they told them to go back home because of food shortage. Now, around the same time, you're giving teachers laptops whilst you don't have textbooks. We've been waiting on textbooks for the past 3 years or something like that.
No, I'm sorry. Wait, okay, I'm gonna put my drink down because clearly it's stronger than I thought. Because I could have sworn you just said kids were sent home for food shortage.
Yes.
Like it's burning your
school. Why short is banned. So the boarding student they have to go home. And then within the same week, you come out sharing laptops. While the president is on a £14,000, say euros, an hour flight to somewhere where the national jet is also on its way to Tanzania. Whoever was in the presidential jet, nobody knows. What's happening?
Madness.
Yeah? It's just I think it's just too chaotic for me. I mean,
like it's been a while shorten. Like it's been a short with Ghana.
There's actually food shortage in Ghana.
Straight.
And in Ghana, if you want to know there's food shortage, ask the poultry farmers. Because Omono Munya Ebrono, whatever is left of the Ebro is what they get to feed their chicken. So when they start complaining about the prices of Ebro, that means the general prices of food in Ghana is high. And this year, they were buying corn. They bought, like last year, they bought corn for 50 Ghana cedis a bag. When corn got very, very expensive last year, it was 90 Ghana cedis. This year, they are buying it for 400 Ghana cedis. So me say yes, students and coffee, I knew it already. I knew it was going to happen. If the poultry farmers start complaining, give it 2 weeks. Any institution that deals with a lot of food will start complaining. And
I'm a COVID. My friendship, COVID. Praise.
COVID,
Wait, shouldn't there be a government initiative right now addressing the food shortage?
This year they were talking about buffer stock. Buffer stock is like the Joseph Project. Ghana, like that's where they store their excess food in case of drought. I don't know if you've heard about the 83. In 83, we had a serious farming problem, and governments from then decided that should never happen in Ghana, because Ghana, when we have our bumper harvest, we harvest about 10 times what we normally harvest, and almost every other year we have a bumper harvest. So that shouldn't happen again. Buffer stock was said they have so much food, they are sending food to Nigeria, and then right past the middle of the year, you are sending kids home and say there's no food. What's your problem? What's going on?
Well, as for the food to Nigeria, yes, it's a binary exchange for electricity. It's honestly matter.
Yes, it's gas.
But I'm a little worried because we have done 88 new hospitals.
Mm-hmm.
We have done one teacher, one laptop. Mm-hmm. We have gone on our $14,000 an hour. $1 euro an hour trip.
Mm.
But I don't see any panic about food shortage. Like a national, like a government something about food shortage. Like are they preparing to issue out vouchers to supplement food shortage? Are they
what country do you think this country is?
I mean, but
vouchers.
When it's been work channel one channel to no wonder is been a short temper.
Oh, I'll see what I can do about that.
Yeah. It's been a short for Ghana.
Okay.
It's a money and more be
Most Ghana short. No, you didn't do me. I say Ghana. You didn't do me. Ghana short that.
I mean, if Techiman start complaining about food in Ghana, we are in big trouble. And they've started complaining about food. It's, you should know. Western region, Bono East, Bono region, and Ahafo.
Ahafo, yeah.
I'm not near the food basket of Ghana. When they harvest their food, their roast, especially Western region is what saddens me a lot. Western region, their roads are so bad, say, when they harvest the food, they can't even bring it out. And we had borrowed over $200 million, say, yeah, this government told, when he came, he told all the road constructors, contractors to stop working because he wanted to audit the roads. Spent $10 million on auditors to audit the road. They took 2 years to audit the accounts of the roads. Came out with nothing. Now, construction, when you're building a road and you have not tarred it yet. And
you're going to start from scratch.
You're going to start from scratch.
Kwame,
and now,
what's stopping?
Hold on. Now, hold on a minute. We've already paid because these contractors have already made certificates that we've paid them money already. We've given them about half of the money they need already. You've told them to go back home. You've spent $10 million auditing it. $10 million auditing it. Now, Sikana Ediamono, Echo. $10 million, so Echo. Now we have to go borrow money again. And mind you, those days cement was like 20 Ghana cedis per bag. Now it's 52 cedis per bag. So it's going to cost us at least twice how much it was going to cost us when you told them to start to build a road. So I go forward. Me name which kind of school they went, which parents, which kind of parents taught them. Community look as if they are void of common sense. Book sense, no. Common sense, no.
Greed's Dutch or the man.
Kwame,
like a fool.
Kwame, we just school. We for that. We pay back at them. One on one say, do or die. I say we just school.
Do or die. Say. Do or die. A dramatic expression. One time I just oh just school them.
We just school.
Call me crazy. Just call me crazy. But we have an unemployment problem in Ghana among the youth, right?
It's serious.
Just call me crazy for a second. And we have a food shortage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, looks like the solution to two problems in one convenient package.
Exactly. And me and Nana talked about this very early on. Agriculture solves every problem.
Yep.
You get it done right. Build the roads from Eastern region, Central region, Brunga have just finish your roads.
We don't even need expensive contractors again. We have a country full of unemployed youth. Put them on the roads.
You know what? My make some been about contractors in Ghana. You know, sir, when we already have the money, when we borrow money, you buy a brochini borrow $120 million. Say the koye kwanya. Do you know what we do? Those countries that we borrow money from, they will send us out. They will send us their contractors.
Hey, Nanga.
To come do it. But when Ghana raises money herself, to say Cocoa Road say money that we raised ourselves. Now your contractors no home. Now you call South Africa or Israel or China to bring contractors so that we can pay them when the money is ready.
Oh.
But
what is made in Ghana that you will buy?
But say any sika. Now you can't pay your contractors and they say omo ye adwuma no na ebetu omo kakra. So the construction industry is one of the worst places to work in Ghana. And I'm telling you this as a fact from experience.
Only made in Ghana, yet a dry video of that's it. And then they made in Ghana.
That's true because Ghana rice self, people don't eat.
No. CTFM. Shout out to CTFM. This year you for do again. Ghana rice.
Now this year, also this week, Nanado, Echo Takwako BA rice factory biano meboa.
Yeah.
And so the images be almost a year of road. Now most of Nanado, most here from home. Because year of road no nanka him for no. Now I saw more pointing out to him say baby or like asphalt go far and in foot row far. And I say akra dia ni tiri ho kotoru asisi ho. Sa na na kwan ne aye and what to ho. On carry say what to say year of road na oti baby I say.
The guy doesn't use roads. Masa, this guy is in
Thank you.
Oh, you see the private jet house.
I am for watching 5,000 mission 119, you know.
But the let's not depart from the laptop issues. The education ministry has a lot of problems. So free, I struggle to say that free senior high school thing. To say almost say they are running out of money, hence running out of food because it's a kind of you can buy it. They don't have money to run that. The schools are overrun because they didn't finish the infrastructure before they started doing. Because everybody will go. And you should have finished the infrastructure and so we are overloading all the schools. And and then Asif said that is not problem enough for you to call a cabinet meeting to solve. You are going to give teachers one laptop. I don't know.
So the 9 weeks that I tried to be Ghanaian and my parents thought it was a good idea and put me into a boarding school in Ghana.
Mm-hmm.
The thing that distinctively stands out to me was we had to farm
right
for food, and that's how we fed ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Clearly, I got sick really quick and had to go to the hospital, but but St. Rose's, I remember that is how St. Rose's fed ourselves. We farmed and we grew, and then we ate weird things because we ate what we had farmed.
Right.
Has that program stopped?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
No, they
do it. I mean, Prempeh College had a school farm, but we barely. I mean, I think our agri teacher was using us for the farm, but
I don't want to say what year this was because then clearly I'm dating myself.
I know.
in that.
I think all schools still have their school farms and stuff like that. But the number of students right now, the farms are not going to be sustainable. The food from the farm is not going to be sustainable to feed the kids. Plus, the kid has to eat different variety of food.
Now, capital letters near any go back. That's it.
Yeah, go back. I said I didn't go back rice, kinky name. First
capital letters.
Capital letters say bro. You know how much do you know how much a sack of maize costs right now? It's 400 Ghana cedis. It went from 50 to 400 within a year.
And we cannot ask parents to start paying for secondary school because it's against campaign promise.
It defeats the campaign promise. That's exactly that. Headmasters has already been sacked for that. What can I say? Some headmasters decided to organize PTA to help them out. Yeah. Headmasters in Yeyi they are transfer Bibre. And if you go and change the law right now and say parents should start paying that, it's going to be a problem. What are you going to say to those headmasters you sacked?
Okay. Instead of face reality that we had a failed policy, we're going to fail even more youth in Ghana because now they're going home.
Yeah. I mean, look, just listen, look at this. Education in there. Look at this. Now, no textbooks in the schools.
No.
When students are going to write exam, we spend about 60 million to make pass questions.
True and poor.
And give to the student to go chew the past questions with the aim, say, some of them might drop. Hey, when I went to school, only teachers had past questions. And we didn't use past questions for anything but for the format. Because WIAC format is the same. It's the amount of past questions now. Then I think after second year, all your exam is going to look like the way that WIAC formats are so that you get used to them.
Yep.
And, I have never seen some before.
So the teachers will go to WIAC and go get the statistics about the type of questions that students fail the most. And then they will use that, they will pinpoint on those type of questions and use the past questions to repeat those questions to teach the students. That's all past questions are about. But one math student, textbook, he's going to learn for 3 years to understand, because 3 years now you call secondary school. No, it's not just to write exam and pass. So we're going to use it beyond that. The knowledge you gain from high school, we're going to use it beyond the WIAC. Now, why you pass questions that cost you as much as like the cost of about 3 senior high school, and to build 3 senior high schools to just do past questions. Now they are more. They failed abysmally, and we expected them to fail. What's it? School and your moon coffee. Who are also teachers? My mom 4%. Who are also saying okay, be a major laptop. We are 30%. I mean, it's just mind blowing.
Kronan kasa na yenye organize o. Enti no yehu se bibi koso a. Ye na ye the best na yaba na BBC ebetwa. Oh, Ghana is doing well. Oh, international eye no.
What I see they say, I think it's just random thoughts. And
yes,
about Obi team like Charlie.
Oh, yeah, we are the boy.
What is it?
Looking good.
You know. There's no plan.
I mean, guys, I can say, Adibia, we are CBA, Ghana, copy, but and yet the same purpose now, or more,
other people.
It is America. Yes, it's America. COVID time, no more students. Oh, and you know, almost yet the same concept. Now, almost here, try to social media. Now, almost like other African countries, who say, oh, Ghana, they're #1. But meanwhile, the motive behind, the laptop, some teachers no tower no cry no be use for signal no cry no mobile phone cry near juma. It is how possible?
I mean, look at the school we showed. If I not plug a laptop.
So this Pasco thing reminds me of a problem we had in America, and I thought we had educated leaders. I don't know how many of you are old enough to have kids who were in high school then, or if you went through the American high school system yourself then. We used to have these things called Cliff Notes. And I remember all through high school, all the way through college, even NYU, I used to use Cliff Notes. They were actual books that you could buy. That as an American kid, you didn't need to read any book completely because that was a Cliff Notes version of that book. And they sold the Cliff Notes version of that book to include, I grew up in New York City. So in New York, we had the Regents exams. That was our high school passing through exams. So even our Regents exams had Cliff Note versions, which I'm guessing is comparable to the Pasco, which were made up of past Regents questions that you could just go through, memorize, and basically reproduce the parts you need to for the exam. And that's basically how the Regents book worked. Not the Regents, the Cliff Notes worked. So like something like Pig's Farm. It was mandatory reading for me. I went through high school here. I don't really know what the book is about other than the paths I needed to pass the grade.
Right.
The Education of Negroes. That was also a mandatory book for me in NYU. I really haven't read the whole book because I passed the class because there were Cliff Notes.
Right.
Romeo and Juliet, all of those things.
Cliff Notes.
Is it just a abridged version of?
Yes, it is super abridged, dumbed down for you, and just the highlights of what the book is about.
All right. I mean, that's different. Past question.
Different.
No, different. No. Hassan, different. I think in Ghana, as high school, we had to read Jane Eyre, and the book was like that, right? But I found an abridged version that was like that thing.
Yeah. Oh, that prize big.
But past questions, these are like actual like 2000. The math questions that came in 2000, 2001, that people actually sat for the questions themselves. And then they'll
so if you know the answer, you don't need to know how to get the answer, how to work out the question to get the answer.
Yeah, I mean, you can buy one. What the teacher does is that when I was going to school, the teacher will have like maybe 5 years worth of past questions. And what he would do is that after we've completed the syllabus, he would give us the past questions. Maybe if we are going to write 2021 past questions, 2021 exam, he'll give us, maybe he'll let us sit as if we're going to sit for the exam, and give us like 2019 past question for us to take it as if we were taking it, as if we were there. And then we take it, and then he will see where our weaknesses were, and then he will repeat some of the things that he had already taught. So the past questions came normally at your final year. They're trying to test you to see where your weaknesses are, so that because they don't have enough time to go through the whole syllabus again, they can pinpoint where your problems are, and they can attack them again. So, but in order for a past question to be very useful, you should have a textbook.
Not if you're teaching from past questions, you know.
So what people do is that people assume that, and it's not just that, sometimes happen, that some of the past questions do repeat.
They have to. I mean, it's a database.
Yeah, so they will go through almost 200 past questions and solve them over and over with the hope that some of them are going to repeat, and some do repeat. But the easiest way is to actually understand the subject and know the format of the exam. All you need is just one past question and do it. And these people don't have textbooks. And a past question this big, costing $60 million. So failure, you are complaining. They will fail because they don't have textbooks.
No, Kwame, as I'm explaining, you know, it comes back to cathedral. No? We have the issue in here hospital. In here hospital. But say Ghana for a pen paraboni in the basic cathedral. And you know, we have textbook, no, but no, the end product and it's all pass it. It's in the amount past questions, no. So what you here? And the system now, or modern my school, no, and then blueprints, no, so you know, cathedral, no. And whatever the government is doing, you know, it's perfect. Yeah, I answer no more biase. Ulma origin ni kakra. Oh, like I can't nahi. They see Guinea, no, boba. When you want, you know, boba, but so yeah, I see not so returning sika within a week. Abrawu just says sika we almost a year and couple of months. Now one year returning sika no, but who say Guinea the and buy a dear I was my returning sika no.
Oh, I didn't know that extra money was there. That one there, we must accept.
Yeah, no, because President, how many times do you go to your bank accounts to go check the money you have? You don't. And you know, I think you guys are making a big just.
David, Kwame, what's now Kunyano so for how many years?
President,
yeah. 3 years now, I've been finding out to say, extra money. Abom. It is obi sika free account no man come on bank alert.
Hey, President, you don't do groceries. Okay. Yeah, the amount. So why are you as the president to say every Friday night you check your bank accounts?
Every day.
You come, you wait for the Friday. For me, by Wednesday, I've already calculated. I know what better be on my LPS when it's coming out. Nonsense.
By Kwame, my catch on the company there, President. It's your own caudo. Not so good. Why then can check our account and answer them on check our account more. For the past 1 year, I feel never can check our account. Oh, we have to. But I'll never out.
Corona by Anta.
Nana, I want to ever now say there. Men in Chichibia in Chianco Focal. No, I'll let you call the data. I don't know, painful, which is smart with someone called the data.
You see, the thing is, we thought that when Mama Rebecca returned her money, that to be a good wife, she just returned ours too.
Right.
You know, how are we supposed to know she didn't return ours?
Yep.
I think is the first lady's problem.
See,
you are in charge of the finances of the family.
These are domestic affairs.
It's a domestic affair. It's an oversight. This is a presidential oversight.
Okay, another thing is Ghana for instance in charge president, you know, any trip be obey, you know, on fan bill Ghanaians, no, they pay staff, you know, dig it through. And it's so rent is out for 14K now. Then it's no, I can't say 75. I can say, maybe I'll do the crown what running and Yame dia money panel.
Oh yeah, fantasy child. So,
yeah.
Don't we have a budget for state travel?
It's at the whim of the president. I think they have all that. Ghana, everything you think of, we already have it.
We have a good constitution. There is no way it doesn't require a yearly budget before you can do certain things.
We are almost. I think we are still in a state of emergency because of the corona.
So
the president has some extra powers. when we are in
Nancy COVID no nim say oba 2 weeks now
my problem is whilst he was in a chartered flight on his way to England and Germany, the presidential jet went to France, Tanzania, back to Kumasi, and went somewhere else. So who was using it? Baumia was somewhere sharing laptop, so you can't even say it was Baumia using it.
Please, where was the first lady?
Okay.
Makola Jum who turn normal.
I think that's it. That's it.
But on the I didn't remember at this point. Yeah, Tom Falcon,
no. What about Black Star? No, who's also you soup playing the which one is that?
It's a Falcon. If I say 15, I bet then the Black Star.
And at this point, the way it is, because even as the Falcon sits there, we have to maintain it.
No, the Falcon is being used, just not by the president.
No, we should sell it.
That means whoever is using the Falcon is also going to start chartering flights.
Oh, then we can see who is using the Falcon, because right now, no oversight. The Falcon is just going in and out of airspaces, no oversight.
No, I mean, finance minister says we should give him time to find an answer.
For all we know, they use the Falcon to go and snatch the Afghan president out of Afghanistan and smuggle him. We don't know. We don't know where our presidential jet is.
Slave Queen no call Dubai no now they are saying now okay.
No, Slave Queen no call them Tanzania. Okay, Slave Queen we Jimmy okay Tanzania.
So at this point, we should sell the jet and then just fund his private charters.
I mean, one of his spokespersons said he thinks the best thing to do right now, because at the moment, Iman says he's never going to. I mean, he hasn't said it in words, but he's never going to use the Falcon. So people say we should sell the Falcon and go find out how much it costs for the jets he hires all the time.
No. That one day I don't agree because we can't afford it.
I mean, you're going trading now. You're for no more.
You drew an act the point to the open the trading. Over to them.
I mean, back to school. Teacher Kojo, Anna, right?
Yeah.
One suspension or no.
I haven't heard that yet, but what I heard was that he was being threatened a lot, like death threats. It's he had to go into hiding, but he's refusing to do that. But Wako facing disciplinary committee.
Yeah.
Disciplinary committee. Yeah.
No, Ben, no, that's
Omunya issue I'm reporting to you.
Yeah, by my boy and so all Ghana, right?
Oh yeah, they know about that.
Good party no hufi, and say me no.
Party about alle tisemene ana wata teach.
Oh, please, you're embarrassing. You're embarrassing the nation. We don't like that.
No,
we don't like that.
Yeah, get to Africa, Panadian, and I'm saying schools in here.
Thank you. But today I found out something very interesting. Me, I thought we didn't have the capability for this as much as he travels.
Yeah.
Did you know that Nana Addo, in his capacity as ECOWAS chairman, can actually hold virtual conferences?
I have no idea, really.
I didn't know that. I mean, I thought we didn't have the internet capabilities to hold all these virtual conferences. That is why we are endangering the life of our septuagenarian president to be going on all these trips in the middle of COVID. I didn't know we could do video teleconferencing.
No.
Malawi president have a similar issue.
Malawi in there, not internet thing here, so you have to go to London to go do that.
But today, when as head of ECOWAS, you have to address the rest of the ECOWAS on the Guinea no. That's one mom that we can say that presence would have made a difference, no. That's why there you said my people forget to get on the phone.
Yeah. Hey, he's sitting in Accra throwing warnings to Guinea.
I mean, cool.
During COVID, my virtual meetings.
Please, we could not. We could not.
Vodafone and MTN didn't have the capacity to generate enough internet for us to connect.
Not you know you too much.
But a whole country has been taken over. Head of ECOWAS could have rushed there with a meeting, big meeting. And
please, no.
Now the internet is working.
Flawlessly.
About the first 5 years, it was capacity building. So to be able to build the right internet infrastructure to connect on D-Day, and today is D-Day, you know.
If he is the head of ECOWAS, who do we report him to?
Zero.
This is African Union. You have to report to the African Union.
Oh, AU.
AU.
Right now, they are not sure who their head is exactly.
It is UK.
In Pokona way in who meeting. One more one in their own say you'll be into one point that.
But Unim, Guinea is very important to Ghana. Ghana's first alliance after we formed the country was Ghana, Guinea, Mali. Mali has fallen to a coup d'etat early this year. Guinea has fallen to a coup d'etat just some few weeks ago. Akufo-Addo had to look sharp and pay us back our money before the whole alliance collapses into coup d'etat.
Not to even sound not to even sound gloom and doom, but Guinea is a strategic position to Ghana's national security.
True.
Yes.
If he loses Guinea,
he lose Ghana.
Yeah.
No. So I eat them. Ube far Ivory Coast grants and I was here to Ghana, you know.
No, but the importance of Guinea.
Ivory Coast will not stop a fly. Ivory Coast self. Have we seen their army before?
Yes, civil war with about 10 soldiers, you know.
Yes, that was my point. Please, have we seen even their local police force before?
Gendarme.
Brother. Yeah, national security. Yes, Ivory Coast. Hey.
Now that was it. Look at Ivory Coast. I was watching TV with my dad when the civil war broke, and my dad said, the civil war is such a forward time,
Ivory Coast, they are my brother. We call them for entertainment when we need dance.
Mapuka, na from na Ivory Coast here. Okay, so military force to stop somebody entering Ghana. You are joking. Katogo cry, Togo.
But in the end of that, what did you one pay for one passport? One office, what kind of one for common for informal office,
I mean, Guinea was the little history about Guinea. Guinea's independence was paid for by Ghana. And Kwame Nkrumah, they just took how to build the country. They just took Kwame Nkrumah's 10-year development plan and just copied it and started. So that's where Nkrumah died. He died as a co-president in Conakry.
And Guinea has has taken in fundamental pan-Africanists from all over the world. Sekou Touré, Guinea took him in when FBI and CIA were looking for him. Like they they have housed any Pan-African person will have safe haven in Guinea. Into Guinea, they don't play with Nkrumah at all.
At all, yeah.
And it kind of scared me a little when this boy said that his motivation was Rollins. Because I was like, hey, the optics, the optics.
The
optics.
When the Mali coup d'etat, you remember when the soldiers finished with the coup d'etat in Mali? They came to visit Rollins in Accra.
Yeah,
optics.
Hefana afọ kunya training you know. Once wanye no Guinea ho.
France, the French army.
It's a retired army from soldier from France, yeah.
And you know more onim.
Go ahead.
Onim secret behind presidents, you know, because every time they are not African people, no. Said you in coach, they be a call hand out. Oh, a brute into your corner of problems now. Nipanos or mood training or to already what this old man now to honor. Oh, yeah. Oh, now, check it, Papa in the age, a so they are 85. And I assume you were saying 75.
That one I can't talk some because myself.
85 or increasing the pay. And I assume you increasing it, right? It is you're two-way now. Now you're returning. Me increase now.
But Guinea, though, I don't think Guinea happened in a vacuum. I think Guinea has been coming at us for a while, and we just didn't pay enough attention. But the problem right now is the whole sub-region is ripe for this kind of stuff. Now, I thought Ghana was suffering till this week. I had to do a presentation on security affairs in Nigeria. Hey, we not see nothing.
Yeah, Nigeria they inform bonk. You bonk Abema. Then Northern Nigeria. Forget. When we were here talking about Darfur, we want to help people from go and look at Northern Nigeria.
They said they made me you Western Togoland.
we think we are suffering. Nigeria. Yes, Yehovah.
By Kwame Munazibu Guinea. Sana Guinea or Kwame Kumaska or
yeah, Guinea and Mali has always been pro Ghana for a very long time. Oh, and they've always
85-year-old too. You too. One ko pro na anye den.
And I mean, besides, say, omo term no cry. How long?
It's 2 years. And he was trying to make it 3.
I mean, he's done 2 terms already, right?
Oh, he has done 2. He's on his 3rd one.
And he was on. And how long does the term take? Is it 5 years or 4 years?
4 years.
4 years.
Not what the 89.
No, but the problem is you are only allowed 2 terms.
And so how come he's okay? Our African president.
Because he said that the last election they weren't prepared for the election, so he has been postponing the election.
Okay.
The Amodibaya election was the election no go come on. Because he saw what had happened to us in 2020 and could not afford to take that chance.
No.
In that case, we won't vote.
Do or die.
Where do or die affair.
No, also do and win.
I must say, for 85, he looks incredibly in shape.
He looks pretty good, yeah, especially without makeups.
And that's why they had to take him away, because this one he can easily go another 10 years.
And Paul.
Have another Mugabe on our hands.
What's your pension?
Oh yeah, what's your pension over 20 years? What are you?
But man, the problem with Africans and they say we 18, which me join the army. I don't know, we 18 now, which me make president.
President.
Oh, that one is everywhere.
Because me 18 na me woman me mind dey other na me 18 na
Because me, I have an 18-year-old.
Agree.
Yeah. Even the house cry, I know I not gonna feel like her lead in our country. I beg.
Charlie,
No.
me di 18 pa la mo de Ghana man. Right now you be calling for Akufo-Addo state 10.
Okay, all jokes aside, I mean, say one for video we are ho, but assembly or has sometimes you far grown to na yenka. Usu ben pane and cool. I'm or the two no bar, say a pimpolo, echo raw no ho, no you be the neck or quarter. Who raise to online, say yen hear all the threatening will be a video. He should be arrested.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to.
Hold on.
Also, is it a reverend?
Yeah, reverend.
Nation prophet.
Nana, what did
he do?
What's in there?
Okay, Nana Kasa.
Intro was about Ghana. Ogo containment now. Last year, we no who debate. It been a boy no kitten.
Okay.
Yeah, the same thing a boy no kitten. Ma watch uncle no window of a harbor one.
Yes.
I was in trouble. The same thing look at a boy. And so my dad on be.
Oh, because you can pay like I don't think we even have an actual idea, even a fog of an idea of how many illegal weapons are actually in country right now. I don't think we have a clue.
We don't.
No, we
because
don't.
You could smuggle things through Kotoka and pay bribe and not get a single search. As for the land borders, dear boy,
oh, forget about it.
Tema and Takrady too. If you are willing to pay the right people, they'll look the other way while you bring things in.
Especially Takrady, the only many cry. I see
the actual amount of illegal weapons in the country. I think even our best guess will be a conservative figure. Figuring people are smuggling it in from Turkey, driving it in from Nigeria. Like yeah.
I mean, the amount of armed robbery going on in Ghana is just incredible. And I've heard cases where the police have been called and the police just told them, no, we're not coming because we don't have...
me, I don't get bulletproof. You want me to go and face people?
Exactly, that's what the police is only bulletproof. And furthermore, the gun that is in the station, petrol team no edit to Nico. Bulletproof, no. Weapon, no. What's it on the armed robbery? And I said, I can't. Meet me more. I mean, and the Satan up a treating for no only two number. And
me,
the ammunition,
as an officer, I'm using a weapon that the least bit of sand or anything that gets in the barrel is going to malfunction. The arm robber is using a sawed-off AK somebody or any of the M series the American military has dumped all over the world. Me, I should go and face him.
And these arm robbers, they are kids too. Tell me one arm robbers are almost saying 19, 17, 16-year-old kids.
And the kids are not going to wait till they are 40 to realize that we have no jobs. Right now, they've understood. They're seeing the upper part of the youth, the upper echelon of the youth, which is the 40-somethings, not have work. At this point, if it's not Sakawa, it's going to be Yahoo Yahoo. If it's not Yahoo Yahoo, it is going to be. Armed robbery.
A process, but it's only the instant.
Because I heard that in the northern region right now, after 7 o'clock, there's no intercity travel because there's 100% chance that armed robbers are just going to. Necessarily, or many are then say they will do armed robbers on a checkpoint, not more rob big buses, because the military. Why? So the barracks said you could see why they are just terrorizing citizens. Only time. Spending a lot of time terrorizing citizens. That time men are the armed robbers. So, and my mother was telling me, say, like, almost see checkpoint, the armed robbers, and they'll be on the street for bare 6 hours, robbing people at the same station. And robbing cars and stopping. Now, for 6 hours. Nobody came.
What cray and the police father?
Oh, I'm not best. I'm best. Oh, yeah. Have you seen the 80s action movies, Rambo, or Kunta in area, and backup.
Oh, that means one of two things. They changed from their armed robber uniform to their police uniform and came.
This is an indictment on the.
I'm saying either they did that or. We can't come and die for cause phone.
Manager now tackle the hospital for that empty hospital. Bro, for mitigation.
Yeah.
Manager for the empty hospital.
one of video of popping up. Or Robert one eye. You feel crying often. A positive bay. A positive bay there. Boy, correct that guy on the top. Until no rush as a warrior. No person far in Funum. All kind of cases so true. For not a child and go for one first can go.
What a fun.
Nyamibaya Republic.
So they are trying to
So this thing keeps coming to mind, right? So we have what is Howard Kumson's job?
Minister for Fisheries.
Fishing.
So the fisheries is different from the agricultural minister?
Yeah.
It's too. I won't even ask why. Never mind. Okay.
The animal husbandry background now.
Okay, so the lady who goes to close the sea, the minister for agriculture. Do we have a youth minister? Youth development?
Yep. Youth and sports, I think.
Youth and. Okay, the youth part of the ministry.
And I am minister for road, and I am minister for railway.
Okay, and then so urban development is broken down into roads and all that.
Yeah, minister for roads and transport. But railway is not part of transportation, so we have a minister of railways. Because once a transportation. The things that we already have, but we don't have railways, so we have to find a new minister to build a railway so that channel that transportation.
Okay, so all these ministers, right, who have interconnected interests, right? When they go to their cabinet meetings, does it not occur to any one of these 6 people that, hey, your interests align with my interests, so why don't we join budgets and solve each other's problems? So education minister, you can work with the Minister of Agriculture and okay, let's leave Honorable Howard out for now. But education minister, you can work with the Minister for Agriculture. We can get our kids involved in producing more food.
Right.
So farmers and students working hand in hand erases some of that debt because farmers are getting labor from the kids are producing, kids are getting hands-on experience. Therefore, it's addressing this thing where they get out of school and they don't have this 10 years of experience. So call it an internship, if you will.
Right. See,
that's one part who can benefit from this. The second guy, the roads guy. You know, you need roads, contractors and skilled labor is expensive. We have a technical skills program. I hope we still do.
We don't. We took it out.
Okay.
Technical skills.
I'm still going to go with my thoughts. So give some of these kids, because not all kids are inclined to go to college. This is something that as Africans, we need to start accepting, embracing, and running with. Not all kids are destined for masters, doctorates, and whatever. Some kids, their gift is actually these technical skills that in a developing country we so need.
We don't respect those kind of
I mean, we had technical schools. Just unfortunately, we just changed them to technical universities just about 6 years ago. So go on with your thoughts.
There's no respect on that job now, Okano.
Because I think I have an answer.
I know, say you are shooting down everyone I bring, but I will continue. So then we farm some of these kids out to the road people. So you get our roads developed, which is safe for the kids. The kids get experience. We cover that. Who's the other people? Sports and that. I don't even want to touch them. I don't even. Then in the medical sector, Kolebu is understaffed. Nurses are quitting and running out of the country. We have kids who want to be nurses and doctors and all these other medical technology people. So we intern some of these kids into. I mean, we don't have teachers to teach them. We don't have the technology to teach them, and we don't have the schools to facilitate them. So why not put them in the workforce, but as a training?
Yeah, hands-on training. I mean, this is a brilliant idea. But see, to attack this, we need a minister of connectivity. And we have to build a ministry for interconnection. And then we have to take 10 years to do feasibility study. That's going to cost us another $100 million.
We don't need the study.
Oh, we will need it. This is
please. We don't need the study, and this is why we don't need the study.
We can't do.
Germany did this. Germany did this. It has worked for them.
We know. And we know. And as a matter of fact, the technical school system that we just closed down around the 2000s was copied. It's a direct copy from the Germans' blueprint.
Yeah. Like blue.
So how did ours fail?
It did not fail. We made a campaign promise that we are going to build universities. But when we had about 1 year to leave government, we realized that we don't have the money to build universities, but we have a lot of technical schools. So what do you do there? We just change their names to technical universities, and booyaka, there you go, universities everywhere, because we have technical schools in almost every city in Ghana.
Anka change name no Neja. Well, friend, then the working part of Aduna.
And the madam who said,
Obaya, pa, I didn't say nothing.
I don't know who say,
Kwame.
We are not going to do half big jobs. When we say we are the only thing we are not going to do is build new infrastructure. But school need a big.
But this is what we go around borrowing for, to build new infrastructure.
See, the problem you are working. I mean, we already know about that. But right now, we are at feasibility studies to build the Ministry of Connectivity, Interconnection, and then we have one minister, 2 deputy ministers, and 5 national directors for each 2 ministries that we are going to connect.
Please. We have Minister of Communication. We have a communication ministry.
Not only communication. we have communication and what's the other one? Information. We also have of information.
Why can they not be the interconnecting ministry? Because that is what communication does.
No, they will talk about the interconnection.
Okay, simple. Maintain Minister of Communication, create a deputy minister for intercommunication.
And who is going to do propaganda then?
Zero.
Communication.
Because
Kwame, Eba Central Regional. Eba Central Regional. Ukwebu Biliwa. Benefo Muhuniansa were brother friend one technical school of Biliwa. Was this year? Or when I was started a warrior and Pabua. Started a wallop and back. Warrior what answer was he? Papa no, we almost there for 6 years ago. And see, Ghana, and technical schools won't be here.
Mind you, me try no. The Germans even have technical schools in Ghana.
Yes. Wobu St. Augustine's. Wobu Adisada College. Wobu National. Maybe a Ghana for was a respect to call him. We see by technical schools now won't one. Won't wonder why a cobolos. Cape Tech. Only Cape Tech for 100 years. Equa Swansea School at 100 years. Ebo Kumasa, your tech school 100 years.
Kumasi KTI. Sunyani friend Sutek. Sunyani Technical.
Well, respecting it.
And you're all Don Bosco Technical, Sunyani. And a Germans for us were NVTI. The Germans, they will send technical teachers from Germany and bring them to Ghana to teach the students.
My sister, Road Minister, open from why or technical schools or Coca from Cofu.
Yes. The free education is free anyway. How about we give them an education that actually benefits them and us?
An education that you don't have to find work for them after they are done.
Thank you.
You know why? That is too easy. That is too easy. How are we going to justify the $2 billion that we are going to borrow to do that?
Because I think we forget that we are a developing country. Our needs, the majority of our needs are developing country needs. We don't need a bunch of lawyers.
We
don't need
middle income.
We don't need a bunch of academia people. We don't need a bunch of policy people. We don't need a bunch of these people that universities push out. We need technically proficient people.
Yes,
but how many people refer
up to like 99? Ghana was exporting technicians all over Africa. If you go to Zimbabwe, Nigeria, Namibia, South Africa, all the technicians were from Ghana. That we realized that we have way too many of them. So, I think we have enough to last the rest of the next millennium. So we are going to close all the technical schools and turn them into university. It just don't make sense.
We don't think.
It just don't make sense.
We don't think past our now.
It don't just make sense.
I mean, Mokro, Holy Child.
One school. That means a girl school.
David, listen. Okay. One head and Kasimbi. I'm fine, Yejuma. And into one more school or school environment no one. Subject per day. Nti elepo ha no tenyima ze ba baye but here na we school no work ha if you form one also may Greek Oh, to know what's son. Oh, my science.
Right.
How many of an years about with this year? In Savannah, then Chebe school, bear for bear, 6 months, never push how we see what you want. Into Umbu Damakon. Okay, can you also, I mean, or stupid? Why a very brilliant idea.
We don't have
the only reason I thought about this is because this is how my high school worked. Because if you so it was a Catholic school, but if you knew what you by sophomore year, we had to fill out our interest, our academic interest. So if you knew what your academic interest was for your junior year and senior year summers, you had to do this many hours of work in that field. And so because it was a Catholic school, they will take us to all these African countries, all these third world countries. If you wanted to do medicine, you got to work with like Doctors Without Borders and stuff like that. You just got like experience, hands-on experience. So in your experience, some people will realize that, Mika, I don't even like medicine like that.
Right.
Then before you go to college, you can restructure your mind and go and spend money, actual money, doing what your heart is in. Or you realize that, I thought I wanted to be a doctor, but Sena, I want to do fashion. And they expose us to all these industries. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I honestly didn't.
Obaya, we already had that. That's why we changed the A-level, O-level into JSS and SHS.
One of the biggest mistakes we ever made.
And the idea was brilliant.
No,
because most students didn't know what they were going to do, and then we just put them straight into the old senior secondary school, and they just go through. By the time I will be, you'd be like 11 to go to secondary, 11 or 12 to go to secondary school, or to choose between secondary school or technical school. You didn't even know what they were. So JSS, by the time you finish JSS, you'll be about 14 and 15. Now you're a bit older. And
I'm O and A.
Yeah. So the JSS, the JSS, will give you, the JSS was both the technical and the secondary school route all in one. So
that's not bad. That's good.
Yeah. So we did technical school, we did carpentry, we did all that at JSS.
Okay,
so by the time you finish JSS, you have a pretty clear idea whether to go to a technical school or a secondary school.
Yep.
How can we mess that up?
20 years later, they've systematically taken all the technical and vocational skills from the JSS bit by bit.
Religious and moral.
I check across, so I'm not going to tell you the date. But we were doing 12 subjects. I think people will add one. So 12 subjects, we have technical skills, vocational skills. You choose any of the arts for vocational skills. Technical skills was compulsory. We did woodwork, metalwork, and what was the other work? Woodwork, metalwork, and another technical.
Basket.
That was vocational. Yeah, vocational. I did catering. People did. People did calabash arts, all the arts, and me, I did catering. So I learned how to bake and all that.
Yeah.
So by the time we finished, I knew, and brickwork. So I knew how to lay bricks. I knew how to do simple like a chair and stuff, like stools and stuff like that. So by the time you finish JSS, you know where your interest lies. So you choose to go to the next 3 years. You can choose to go to a technical school to perfect the technical skills, or go to a secondary route if you want to go through the medical school and stuff like that. Bit by bit, you're free one. I know a check account. I know technical vocational kakra free. And it could do 10. So say, only 6 pay. And out of the 6, none of them is English.
Math, English,
science,
religious,
religious, and
12 to 6.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, we have French crack on.
We have math, English, religious studies, and
one language, French.
6 na yeah no. Any yeah who textbooks no. 6.
Oh,
no,
Obaya.
One crying near house is 6. You're asking too much.
Yes.
Too much. We are buying you laptop. You are here complaining about textbooks.
Obaya, intermediate school of what you life course, no, a Greek. What you from intermediate school? Because
I was in high school because none of strength, your life skills, and technical skills.
I don't know.
Listen, don't feel bad because
you technical skills and vocational skills free. And man, and I was in high school.
English, oh we the dado. As a boost
because I mean they had technical schools that was rivaling the big SSS schools in Ghana. They had GSTS. They had that was it's in Takoradi. It was one of the biggest technical schools in Ghana. And they were, I mean, they had people were so good with the technical skills that they went straight to university to get degrees for technical skills. That was GSTS, Koforidia, SecTech. And they had about 4 technical schools.
Oh yeah, I remember the SecTechs now.
Yeah. And now all the SecTechs are called SecTechs, but not doing the tech part.
School in free and on apprenticeship now. Like both join it now. My this is all because school you know. Now Kusia and Sano, Jumane, then things, you know. Instead of so much school, no. Sano, why, no, say. This, we are good in mechanical. Instead of so because school, no. Now, Kwame, fit near the Uninum Kusia Juma. That's how it is. Until you be.
Which is okay, right? If you're growing local.
But only.
You know the part that is not okay about if you ask the fitter in Ghana to name the parts of the thing he's repairing, do you know about no?
Screwdriver.
Do you know who a screwdriver is?
Yeah, screwdriver.
It's called school driver.
Boy.
Over here, they drive buses. In Ghana, they take out screws. So, it's Obi Awako just a real person of technical school. Who's on screwdriver? And channel. It's better if he goes through the technical school, knows how to do all these things, and then go get apprenticeship before he's
right.
Shop.
No,
that's my problem because if you take them to a mom and pop, who are they ever going to be able to compete with? They might be technically proficient, but there's no certification. There is nothing. Hey, you know, freedom one mom and pop shop now. They can't even compete in.
Me call Ghana one time. Be not car me used to know. What's a seatbelt no? So one hook here a bad thing. Which maybe I know they are password car. Maybe someone say, "Oh, they making noise too much." Now me say, your car."
Making me headache.
What can you?
But it was making noise.
Yeah, because so and now you pay into ucha belt in the that they are no hook no they are so no they are say not a very permanent, you know, and make it that noise. And I maybe say, what happened? What's that? No.
So the alternative to just wearing the seatbelt.
Because
the logic there was let me just cut it.
Just
because make it too much noise.
And click it in so that it will stop the noise forever. Just leave it.
He realizes if he pulls the seatbelt, clicks it in. The noise stops too, right?
So yeah,
and
that doesn't look very pretty with a belt hanging in your car. So let me take out the belt, and now that we know the solution of leaving the hook inside, leaving it inside.
You out of the way to boy bro. Like we actually go out of the way to make our lives miserable.
School, I can obey safety issues.
He will know the reason why the seatbelt.
Why I don't know. And sound on a face so a warning say, "Oh, you're FBB." But no, the no. Now I've been in and say, opportunity Shatawali, but this thing, no, a hano. You know, the best solution is to cut it. Meanwhile, I can't also know there.
Me pay mo wasam. Moko Ghana kasha white. Na mo foka. Na majemba mo de day. Wada mo bo mo ewie yi na mu na no. Azunu ma ehun tuma.
Welcome, Father Marcus.
Oh God.
Hey, Battle.
Oh God.
Hey, how are you?
Everything.
Father Marcus,
oh, I've been here.
I know.
You people went and enjoyed without me.
Yeah, it was fun. We'll see you next time.
Please, my beach body is still not here.
Mate. It's anyway, page I don't know.
Oh, because you're using Obaya. I'm on Chrissy Marie.
Oh, okay. Please. So you are the same person.
Uncle Zuzu has taken his thing, do me.
Okay, then I'll check it out.
Greedy no.
But Kwame, it's been a nice program. Yeah, I mean, you know, with time things should change, and it should change for the better. The way I connect here, I don't see and Obaya can be, and I come out my PBB because if the youth know, they don't see a future in front of them, and they know say Sakawani, those are the things are armed robbery in the Moscow, so they will be engaging in those activities. And that is why I say Kwalambe play Kodiskedro and I said fa etuno because that is the only thing that they have now. They don't have the work. So what is the future for him? And we still have old men and women in positions. Some are over 70. They are still in government. Make me able to should know in government.
Because from when I was a child.
Yeah.
Because Obi just say, oh no, or say, Obroni Bibia and Krana, Yenjana Maninko, because you're chilling to my den, but Uchi Ghana need to my den. So, yeah, but we hope, say, almost sunny, my bedding, because there was no future.
But it's still almost started returning Sikani at the Adeno.
And that's why I drink a craft.
That tells us, say, no man kakran, all them come on the internet and all the agitations kakran. Omote. Now they see
people don't think it makes an impact, right? And I know a lot of people say, oh, then I don't know. Right now, one thing we should know is social media is it's very huge, right? So whatever you say, it gets to them.
Oh yeah.
Even though people think they are not listening, they are listening. They listen to everything. They have people in the presidency who listens to social media issues. They listen to radio. But no one said maybe it doesn't get to the president.
True.
I'm co-president because I co-president obey but that is a problem. People around him know.
Only personal phone also be
yeah, it was a person. You see, that is why our ministers, our deputy minister, they are supposed to work for him. Are they doing it? They are not, because I'm not truncating implicating and I say a man who said on your way, not on my camp. Hans, you made a comment, say, Nanko commission BB, who do on why? Because my catcher said, be ready, go and commission it. But who the state of it, one commission. Why? Because one might be ready.
And what was the punishment for that person now? Oh yeah, it's her project, That was
that's the problem.
At the back, why higher, because you should be punishing.
Because why anything?
But we hope say a day, because for the next 3 years, BBNC, one more money in Tumpoa. I don't think say the next government of Ebano, Ebeye Papa asking the echoes, because they are all greedy people, greed in it also. And nothing happens whenever they are out of power. So they keep doing the same thing over from JJ Abreswa by Nipa Ahina Akodim for wrongdoing. Not more than 20.
Yeah.
The problem we have in Ghana is
if you come to Kotumkra, presidential pardon, so it's the same people over and over. That is
can you imagine, say, Chikata was put into prison because or your procurement be one go through the procurement for $250,000. They put the former Attorney General in prison. The person who created GMPC, they put him in prison. Nowadays, when Musika Yabobo.
Yeah, the health minister, I don't even know why he's still in government, but I don't know.
So what is Chikata?
Health minister?
The health minister, no. At this time, can you say Uncle Casabim, and almost I can the data, but he's still in government.
Also on Marco machines, Our China explanation you all.
It's I mean, Charlie, I think I think
so
we're running.
at this point, right? If complaining is not getting action, if complaints are getting suppressed, what exactly do they think is the next step for frustrated people?
Guinea. That's the answer.
Like,
they are sitting on a time bomb. They think it's Ghana, they are some German. Cote d'Ivoire was also a peaceful nation.
Yeah.
It was a peaceful. The attorney said if you oppress them so much, one day somebody will stand up, and it takes just one person to do it. It takes just one courageous person, a bold person to say that no, we're not gonna sit down for these things to happen.
And we don't have a chance
they keep you everything. But they should be careful because they are going to
10 years ago, Ekshini Jonas would never have been tolerated. 10 years ago, like, they're afraid at your age, you're going to talk against Ghanaian elders. 10 years ago, Chini Jonas will not have gotten the hype he's getting. But now he is the voice of so many because the same thing over and over, and we're producing lawyers who can't work. We're not producing enough doctors. Why we're producing so many lawyers in the country is beyond me.
All right. I think
one day they will listen and then they will do what they need for.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Professor Bak. That's Dr. Bak said that's over. Yeah, but I think they are listening. I mean, they are. As to say,
but if you listen and you don't take action, I think it's even more insulting than not listening.
I think they are still in shock. Say, how are they not being able to, control the narrative like they had been doing for a very long time? They are still in shock. Say, the social media thing, they can't get a handle of it. Like, how can't we control the narrative like we always did? So
because they're holding on to this ideal of Ghana that doesn't exist, right? The country that right now, and I remember I made this joke on Facebook and somebody took it and run with it. But I was serious. The country who our number one priority right now is building a cathedral. Somehow, in contrast, we're the same country that is number 2 on Pornhub for Googling. We're the same country. Like, they're not two Ghanas. They didn't accidentally write Ghana when they meant Guyana.
Right.
Like, we're the same country. So within the same framework,
Who was
with
number 1?
two extremes.
Let me guess. Nigeria.
Oh, yes, number 1 was Nigeria, but only because they beat us by size.
Kwame. I would say number 2 now.
About
it? Internet is free.
Wow. This below the belt.
What's in the free porn?
Nah, David, because let me produce sex any other drug beer.
But I mean, the country where the churches build prison and the government build churches in India. What do you expect?
The priorities in total disarray. Like
the roles have been reversed. You know, I mean.
But I agree with Nana from like every part of this statement. Right now, our biggest problem as a country is pastors. Not the legit. Actually, at this point, Crash, since the legit ones are not calling out the illegit ones, we're going to treat them like we treat cops in this country. All of you are bad.
None of them is legit.
So y'all start calling out each other. All of you suck.
Oh, yeah.
How does a pastor take the pulpit every Sunday and say, for the next 4 weeks, what I'm coming to do is put curses on people? Me, I'm asking, what part of the Bible is that one in?
No, we can't just we were free spiritual.
Spiritual.
Then a pastor looks at his fellow human beings, looks them in the face, and tells them, I went to talk to Jesus in heaven last night. Not in a dream, in physical.
Physical. There's a pastor who just raised somebody from the dead. And the following week,
make you phone call. Make you phone call now.
and the following week, there was a video of him at his dad's funeral.
Kwame.
And then they start the problems. Then they go and live their lives together. Not with the confusion about a hopeless population that needs something to hope in. Like, how? How can church members have this? Hey, the way he's thinking, we should brace.
Government in our own. Or the asofo no the power, right? In the opposition, Okasa na asofo na team in it down. Nti chapuri wolisi. The political ibe worry. Opposition kada on pepe. Asoro zibugu no do.
Exactly.
Was the bane youth no so one pay. Nti sisters asha or that na asha asofo no wansa. So one force no one to collection no one friends here are sorry. Right? me vision menyen. Nti sɛ opposition ba pɛ bakada azna wɔyɛ no ɔnyɛ pɛ asɔfo no zibogu no do dɛ ɔyɛ evil.
Antichrist.
Very good. Nti sisi a awa engines na wa target o. Sisi a organize the whole Ghana asɔfo no nyinaa mpanyinfo nyinaa wɔayɛ meeting there every Sunday bia wɔn gye sika na wɔn mɔmɔdze no mfa mbra na wɔn fancy asɔre. Na wɔn san so
What is the
wɔnyɛ
name of that cathedral?
yes wɔn san so wɔnyɛ fast na nka ho. Na dama cathedral last mbisa question there. Or Ghana and now or individual busy.
Oh, cathedral is a personal promise from the president to build a national cathedral. And the key word here is national.
Or the Ghana now or Nankasa.
Or no acquire the promise a man coupon bar or the dinner aqua into Yanko expect.
I promise my wife. You ain't about that. Listen to my ever catch me there. Mombo on and that.
Yeah, they are saying
yes.
Where I've lost you guys.
Yes. Oh yes.
The people. The biblical. Who was going to sacrifice his son?
Isaac.
But at the last minute, he got a goat.
It's a Isaac, but
guys, I think I've lost you.
So now the Ghanaian people, we are Isaac. Our father made the promise to sacrifice us.
Mm-hmm.
We are waiting for the billy goat stuck in the bush.
Billy goat in your pocket.
No, please, we are waiting. So either we need a big Christian country to come and bail us out and build it for us. The way that Turkey built the mosque, we need a Turkey, only the Christian side.
Guys. So I'm in Facebook now.
Okay, so cathedral mostly almost for tourism, right? But here key tourist attraction in Ghana. Me the Elmina Bay example, that slave castle no. How many schools cry in Ghana and or more account about that castle? Oh, per se, ubi o free born half. How much to make it?
And has Kwame lost his volume?
Our social studies book, just one sentence, fellow.
In that case, no. I don't we say, Uba spend this say, Ubia bit me about how I know what Jessica. But meanwhile, they see how bear a day history. I see her over 200 years now. Me, someone took I am Barbara.
I can't hear you guys. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
Yeah, we can hear
you. I think we are like 3 minutes to our time. And there's another program right after us. I think we've eaten 30 minutes into their time. So we might have to just stop it right here. I hope I didn't interrupt anybody. And then I will meet you guys back next Thursday. You know, my producer, Obaya, aka
me.
Any topics during the week. Now we actually do a well-structured program now. We continue from there.
Please, Nyako and Nana, I'm about to add y'all
on
Facebook. But it's going to be Chrissy Marie.
I can't hear you.
Please look at it.
Bye, Kwame. I hear from you guys. On behalf of me, Hansen, Nana Jose, and Obaya, we'll see you next week. Ta-ta. Bye.